The Order of the Illuminati in a Serious Historical Perspective. Part 2. The Illuminati and Strict Observance. The so-called Strict Observance was a high-degree system of Freemasonry, which was funded by Karl Gotthilf von Hund and A. L. Tengroth. The official name of the system was High Order of the Knights of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. The name Strict Observance was only used from 1764 and alludes to the unconditional duty of obedience to the superiors of the order, which is only praised when converting from other systems. Had to become. Von Hund claimed he had been accepted into the secret Templar order, which lived on in Scotland, and had been introduced to the secret superior of the order. He claimed that the Knights Templar, which was dissolved in 1312, lived on in secret and then, after more than 400 years, came to light again as Freemasonry. It is no longer possible to determine where he took this version of the Templar legend from or whether it was his own invention. He now has the task of re-establishing the order in Germany. He is led by secret superiors, an idea that can also be found among the Rosicrucians. In general, however, the rituals of the symbolic degrees were enlightening and the references to the Templar legend were limited, with the rituals of the inner order being very solemn, Catholic and revealing the Templar legend to the novice, the elements being mainly borrowed from other high-degree systems. 18 lodges belonged to the system in 1764, 25 in 1766, 40 in 1768 and 134 in 1780. At the time of the establishment of the Order of Illuminati within Freemasonry by Adam Weishaupt in 1776, the Strict Observance was in a crisis. The dissatisfaction of the brothers because of the lack of spiritual depth, the lack of the expected deeper insight and the mounting scandals about swindlers and deceivers increased. In 1776 the Baron von Gutemus declared that he had brought the true Templar teachings with him from Cyprus and Italy. He called his own convent in Wiesbaden, to which many prominent Masons appeared, presented patents, documents, seals and rituals of his system, all of which were forged. Finally exposed, he fled and confessed to the whole hoax. Such and similar occurrences were very damaging to the order. Baron von Hund died in 1776. Adam Weishaupt's funding of the Illuminati came at an opportune time. He recognized the need for mystery and secret associations and used the uncertainty and confusion that spread in esoteric and nightly high-level Freemasonry, especially in strict observance, as a new type of secret society and an explicitly rationalistic and enlightening mindset. The Illuminati should fill the vacuum in the ideological and political spectrum of German and European secret societies. The previous Freemasonry also tried to overcome confessional, class and even national barriers, but in doing so it expressly adhered to Christianity in theistic or deistic form and did not tolerate any doubts about its loyalty to the authorities. Weishaupt, on the other hand, wanted more and different things. In his order an elite of virtuous should be formed and prepared for what he believed to be a world-shaking task. In 1780-1781 two influential, previous so-called Knights of Strict Observance joined the Illuminati order, Baron Adolf von Knigge and Baron von Wittfurth. The long-prepared European Masonic Convention of the Strict Observance ended in the summer of 1782 with the collapse of the Knights Templar Masonry, in perplexity and half-hearted and fragmentary adoption of a French mystical spiritualistic system. From Frankfurt and later from Kassel, Knigge was able to set out on a sensational fishing expedition among the members and even the highest dignitaries of the former Templar Masonry. This resulted in an unbelievable expansion of the Order of the Illuminati, which succeeded above all because Knigge, with Weishaupt's rather reluctant consent, brought the Illuminati outwardly closer to the regular so-called Scottish, that is to say the chivalrous, esoteric high-grade Freemasonry. The highest degrees of mystery of the Illuminati were ultimately only communicated and bestowed to an inner circle. This was the last step towards a radically enlightening utopia and possibly active preparation for the revolution. All degrees of knighthood and mystery of the Illuminati therefore in no way signify a departure from the rationalistic, enlightening basic attitude and objective, but were purely functional and a lure for everyone who wanted to hold on to their night games. But the order of Illuminati also had a safety net ready for the growing number of lodges who wanted to return to English, that is to say to the symbolic humanitarian three-degree Masonry, after the debacle of 1782. Under the significant influence of Ditfurth and the Frankfurt Union's Loge, the so-called Eclectic League was created as early as 1783. From this the Illuminati hoped for an harmless camouflage, the vehicle to infiltrate the regenerating symbolic humanitarian Freemasonry. This double access enabled the expansion of the Illuminati within 2 years, until 1784 almost over the whole of Western, Central and parts of Northern Germany. Active bases were, for example, Bonn, Mainz, Weimar, Kassel and Göttingen. The collapse of the Illuminati soon afterwards did not come because helpers or funds were lacking, or because state and church institutions had successfully resisted. Rather, the order itself fell into an inevitable deep crisis because it overran its hectic expansion and suffered from political, ideological and personal tensions.